Hey guys, what's up? Good morning. This is the Bull from the Bull's Garden. How you all doing this morning? Love you all. Much love. All right, now, when you see me with this, you know what time it is, right? It's harvest time. I'm gonna walking down the stairs here, so let me be a little careful here. Now, we're gonna do a little harvest this morning. And we're going to do a little garden tour to show you how the plants are coming along. All right. All right. We're at this trellis here. And as you can see, the cherry tomatoes, and I have one lemon boy up in there, have just about reached the top of this. And now, I'd say this is about 6.5 feet tall. And they have reached the top just about. These ones over here, this is my pear cherries. Down here, those ones right there, those ones are gonna get like real dark. I forget their name. They're dark cherry. Now these plants are looking fantastic. Have no issues with them at all whatsoever. As you can see over here, the lemon boy is doing very well. Nice fruit on that. Over here these were my container, well, the 5-gallon buckets that I buried in the ground, and you all been following me with these tomatoes here. Now these ones right here, this one right here is just loaded down with tomatoes over here. That's it almost looks like a Christmas tree with all. Let me get around this side here so you can see what I'm talking about. Before I go back to that one, and these are the San Marzano tomatoes here, and they're all doing real well. Big ones down there. More San Marzanos over here. Keep walking around over here. Now, as you can see, this tomato plant here, as I was talking about, this is the, look at it. Looks like a Christmas tree, just loaded down with fruit. And over there we have another San Marzano, just loaded down. Coming over here to the peppers, these are the Cayenne Peppers, and the Cayenne Peppers now are setting fruit. These are the shishito peppers, and they also have fruit on them. All of them do. Just trying to move quickly here because I'm trying to make this shortest video as I possibly can. Then down here we got some bell peppers. Now you can see them blinging. See them blinging down there? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and make a harvest on my broccoli because it's just too hot now, and they're starting to go to seed. If I let them go any longer, right, I'm not gonna be able to enjoy that. So it's a nice size head. I started late on these, getting them in the ground at the beginning of the season, but still, I was able to muster up a harvest out of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these heads off there, and I'm probably gonna go ahead and just remove the whole stalk out of the ground because I want to get something else in there. And so you can see nice sized heads. You know what I mean? Get out of the thing. All right, so get away from that. Then over there, the cabbages are starting to form their heads. Are doing very well. Gourds are starting to really stretch out now. They've reached the top by plenty, and now I'm starting to tie them off up there. So by the end of the season, these are, hopefully I'll have a whole bunch of gourds hanging off. Next year they can make some birdhouses out of those. And over here on the trellis, we have some more San Marzano tomatoes just doing their thing. They almost look like Roma tomatoes. I know I have some Roma tomatoes around here somewhere, but I think those are San Mazzanos. And then in between here, between the garlic there, I had a volunteer squash. Don't know what type of squash it is. Grew out there. It looks nice and healthy, so I'm gonna let it do his thing. Still eating mustard greens over here. I'm still eating mustard greens, but it won't be long before they're done. Now the arugula, let me see if I can get out of the shadow there. I'm still picking little leaves off of them, but I'm mainly leaving it there for letting them go to seed, so then I can later harvest the seed. But also, I'm really wanting it for the pollinators. All right. Over here, I pulled out the lettuce and I threw in some peppers. These are some bell peppers. And the kale's still doing good over there, so we're gonna let still rock with that. And I pulled up from the trellis over here on this side over here. I pulled off all the sweet peas there. I did everything I was gonna do with them. I was able to get decent harvest out of them, so that was great. I wanted to let my squash plants now here start taking over. So I had planted those. Those were in the ground while the sweet peas were in there, and so they were growing up underneath. And so now it's their turn to do their thing. I got one, and I got a few on that side over there. So they'll take over this trellis over here. I think we have there some butternut squash. Okay, so over here you can see the cucumbers now are starting to run up the trellis, doing real good. They're all looking good, healthy. Starting to get some fruit here, as you can see. Some fruits are sitting there. I can see a whole bunch of little babies there all around, and some flowers down there. And so I think I got this, I think I have the pickling ones, and I have the straight 8 cucumber. Then over here we have some more stuff growing now, some more squash that's going to take over up there. Over here we got some more, these are the steak tomatoes, and you can see you got a whole load of them up in there. And those are growing down here in the little containers, and over here as well in the container, as you can see, just packed with fruit. I'm walking on the other side of my trellis. I'm going to show you something. There's my one of my blackberries growing there. But what I wanted to show you here, a bunch of cucumbers growing there. When I was putting in these cucumbers over here, I got to water them. When I was putting these cucumbers in over here, I must have dropped the pack of cucumber seeds on the ground, and then it rained out that day, and I didn't see it for a few days. But that's the result of that. I have about 30 or so cucumber plants growing there. So I'm letting them grow right there, so that way when they get a little bit bigger, I can transplant them all over the property. The spearmint that's taking over this whole pot, in the middle of that we have the ever-bearing, I forget my names, the mulberry. So, I mean, it's slow in taking, but hopefully later on it'll do his thing. And over here in this trellis here, we have the Honeycrisp growing espalier, along with all kinds of other fruiting, you know, the blackberries, the raspberries, the blueberries. I have them all up in there. So that's going to be real pretty when that all really sets in and starts showing its true colors. Throughout everywhere, throughout the ground here, I have some right there. You can see them coming up. I don't remember what they are. They're some type of squash. You know, acorn squash. There's something. You know what I mean? There's some type of squash. We'll find out what they are later. Over here we got some melons growing there. Then over here we got the crookneck squash growing in the pots, and you can see now the crookneck squash is now starting to set fruit. Starting to set fruit. I'm waiting for the male flowers to come out. That's a female flower that you see there with the little belly in it back. We're waiting for the male flowers to start, these guys right here, to start flowering, so that way we can pollinate them as well, hand pollinate them, because just in case the bees and the bugs start slipping on me. Guys, I love the sun. We need the sun, but the sun is a pain in the butt right now. No matter what angle I take, the glare is just off the chain. So anyway, just talk from right at this point here. As you can see, my corn is looking really nice. It's starting to get tall. Very, very excited about the corn. This is the very first time I've ever grown corn of all the years I've been gardening, and it looks like, that might produce a harvest for me. So anyway, it's about the beans over here at this point. I'm going to go ahead, as you can see over there, I have some beans that have matured already. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest those. I'm going to harvest those, and then I'll show you what I harvested. So what I'm doing is, like, every 2 weeks, I'm planting the beans. Down at the far end, I have one that's been growing. Then the one in the middle is the most mature one. Then right over here, I planted some not too long ago. So now I think probably this week I'm going to make another row and just keep it flowing. Keep those beans coming in. So I'm going to go ahead and pick those, and then I'll show you what I harvested. What's up? This is the Bull. I'm back in the house. I finished getting my harvest for the day. So you can look down here. We have the broccoli. I didn't get a lot of beans yet because the beans are just starting to put out, but look at all these nice beans. You know what I mean? Nice string beans coming out. We have, hold on one second. I was brewing some coffee. If my lovely wife could pause that. So back. So harvest my beans. I have lots and lots of baby little beans on the plant. So I'm going to be having a nice harvest of beans. And as you can see, my broccoli, I got some nice decent broccoli heads there. And now these babies are heavy now. These are heavy. These ain't no little teeny things you see around sometimes. Walmart and the supermarkets ain't got nothing on the Bull. This is the Bull's garden veggies. All right, organic, straight from the garden. And over here, as you can see, we have a lot more. All right, so between this harvest, and I've harvested a few times salads that you have seen me make. I'm gonna call it 4 pounds. You know what I mean? It's between 4 and 5 pounds. I'm gonna call it 4 pounds. All right, for right now, because I've harvested some stuff that I have forgotten to record. So I'm gonna call this 4 pounds. I'm gonna go get me a scale so there's no debate. All right, guys, I love yous. Keep growing.